of thoughts for you. David Fogarty has engaged with us here, and he says, do you not think most English teams are outclassed by the top teams in Europe, the likes of Juve, Real, Barca and Bayern? Another comment from Jerry O'Connor. Thank you for this, Jerry. He says, players are not top-level performers. They're doing the best they can, but unfortunately not good enough. None would get into Man City, Liverpool or Chelsea sides. Better spend another billion, Jerry says.
The way they're playing now, I wouldn't put them in those sides either. But I think, to go back to Mourinho's comments, I'm not surprised he handled the interview in that way. He is a man under pressure. He must know that, so he's trying to deflect the conversation away from his own failings to the qualities of the opposition. And a lot of what he said isn't untrue. The defensive qualities of Juventus are there, and they've shown it year after year. Ronaldo up front, huge amount of quality, but it shifts the chat away from, you know, what did your players offer going forward? What did you do in midfield? What questions did you ask of the Juventus defence that needed them to show a brilliant classical Juventus defensive performance? They didn't need to reach their peak at all because they weren't tested in that way.
Paul Coffey from Twitter, thank you for this, Paul. He says to hashtag ask the panel, when United are playing poorly, it's always Mourinho's fault, and when they play well, the players get the praise. Why is that, says Paul? Why can't the panel recognise that Jose wanted a commanding centre-back and wasn't supported, and now they are leaking stupid goals? Can
I come back to that? I don't know how many times tonight we specifically said that Mourinho was looking for centre-halves in the summer and wasn't supported. So the panel have recognised that and repeatedly said it.
But take the first part of it, Richie. When United are playing poorly, it's always Mourinho's fault, says Paul. When they play well, the players get the praise.
I think it's a combination. The individuals we spoke about tonight who were underperforming and have been for quite a while, and the team have been underperforming for quite a while. Eventually, you can't avoid discussing the manager's role and the manager's failure to address what is a slide. It just looks like a continuous slide into giving the kind of performances they're giving at the moment. So
I can I come in there?
Yes. Mourinho in this one. Go on.
Fred, Bailey, Bailly, Pogba, Lindelof, Lukaku, Matic, Sanchez, all bought by Jose Mourinho. All not performing. Can't pick one out this season that has performed in any way consistently and well. Now, why doesn't the guy recognise he spent, what, 500 million, 600 million on these players, and they're 10th in the league, and they've not scored in 2 Champions League matches at home. The manager's got to carry the can, and Richie's right. He was very, very good at deflecting really a really poor performance when he did that interview. He talked about great Juventus defending and things like that. They didn't have to defend against much, Dara, to be honest, did they? Martial had a nightmare. Rashford had a nightmare. Lukaku had a nightmare. Pogba, one shot, you know, 90-odd million pounds.
Nearly went in, I suppose. But here's the thing. Nearly never won a race.
There's a scenario now with the club where the board aren't supporting the manager to make decisions around the squad. That can't continue. It just can't. The system is broken. Unless
but the next time they get to support him is January in the transfer window. He may not be there. Now,
there's another international break coming up, and we know what the international break can bring. I thought it might happen this international break. I was wrong. That Mourinho might leave. However, they've got to play, I think, Everton at home, Bournemouth away, and Manchester City.
And Juventus away.
And Manchester City.
Arsenal in December, Valencia away
but Manchester City before that international break there, so we shall see. But they've got to have an alternative if they do sack him.
Yeah, but I don't care what the alternative is. This can't carry on. This can't carry on. And I don't care who bought the players, what the players. These are all international players. And even if he doesn't want half of them, he bought probably most of the team he bought. And there's probably still a fair portion of players there he didn't buy, and he may not want some of them. A manager's there to get the best out of his players. The personnel he's got to his disposal, he's got to get the best out of them. And they are nowhere near. You know, I don't even think he gets half out of the players he's got. And this is a situation which has been going on for too long. As Richie said, we don't know what the relationship is between Woodward and Mourinho. It's certainly not healthy, and I'm surprised the fans keep relatively still, because if I'm a United fan and I've got to watch that dross for 90 minutes, I would have made my feelings known well before the end.